Have you ever noticed how tired you feel? I'm not talking about the kind of tired that a night of sleep can fix. I'm not talking about the exhaustion that comes from a long shift at work or a hard workout. I am talking about a heaviness, a weight in your very soul. It is that subtle, constant pressure that seems to pull at your shoulders the moment you open your eyes in the morning. Most of us are walking toward the border of 2026 carrying an invisible backpack. Inside that pack are the cold, sharp edges of grudges from 3 years ago. The silent embarrassment of a failed project from last spring that you still haven't forgiven yourself for. The I should have saids and the what ifs that loop in your mind like a broken record. We carry the heavy expectations our parents had for us, the standards our friends set for us, and worst of all, we carry the version of ourselves that we have outgrown but are too afraid to leave behind. We think that by holding on to these things, we are being strong. We think that remembering our pain protects us from feeling it again. We think the weight is a part of who we are. But here is the truth of the great shedding. You cannot climb a mountain while carrying the rocks you collected in the valley. Welcome to day 6. Yesterday, we audited the year. We looked at the map. Today, we lighten the load. Today, we decide what doesn't get to cross the border into 2026. Because your future self is calling, and they cannot hear you over the noise of your past. There is a psychological trap that keeps millions of people small. It's called the sunk cost fallacy. It is the reason we stay in bad relationships for 1 more year, simply because we've already put 5 years into them. It's the reason we stay in careers we hate, because we spent 4 years and thousands of dollars getting the degree. It's the reason we keep trying to make a failing habit work, simply because we've been doing it for so long. We tell ourselves, I can't quit now, I've put too much time into this. But I want you to listen to me very carefully. That time is gone. It is a sunk cost. You are never, ever going to get those years back. They are spent. They are history. The only question that matters right now, on day 6 of this countdown, is this. Do you want to lose the next 5 years too? The great shedding is about the courage to walk away from things that are no longer serving you, regardless of how much of yourself you've invested in them. It is about realizing that loyalty to a mistake is just another word for self-sabotage. Think about the habits you've been dragging along like an old, tattered blanket. Maybe it's a desperate need for external validation. Maybe it's a specific addiction that numbs you. Maybe it's just a way of speaking to yourself, that internal narrator that is toxic, cruel, and never satisfied. You've carried these things for so long, they feel like part of your skin. But they aren't you. They are just things you are carrying, and you can put them down. You can put them down right here, right now, on the floor of 2025. You do not need to carry the broken version of you into a brand new year. Let's get practical, because the great shedding isn't just a feeling, it's an action. It is a choice you make with your hands and your heart. Your environment is the silent architect of your behavior. If your world is cluttered with the ghosts of who you used to be, you will never have the space to become who you are meant to be. Look at your digital life. Start there. Who are you following that makes you feel less than? Whose life are you watching through a screen that fills you with envy instead of inspiration? Shed them. Unfollow. Mute. Delete. Your attention is the most valuable currency you own. Stop spending it on people who make you feel small. Look at your physical space. That stack of papers you haven't touched in 6 months? That closet full of clothes for a life you no longer lead? That junk drawer that mirrors the clutter in your mind? Clear it. When you clear your physical space, you are signaling to the universe and to your own subconscious that you finally have room for something new. But the hardest part of the shedding? It's the people. There are people in your life who are tethered to your past. They only know the old you. They are comfortable with the version of you that stayed small, stayed quiet, and stayed predictable. And every time you try to grow, they pull on the rope. They remind you of your mistakes. They mock your new ambitions. They tell you to stay in your lane. Shedding doesn't always mean cutting people out of your life completely, but it does mean changing their proximity to your heart. You cannot reach a 2026 level of success while surrounded by a 2015 level of thinking. It's okay to outgrow people. It's okay to move on. It's okay to choose peace over history. The reason the great shedding is so terrifying is because of the empty space. When you stop the bad habits, when you leave the toxic circles, when you finally quiet that negative self-talk, there is a silence. There is a vacuum. And as humans, we are wired to hate vacuums. We want to fill the space immediately with something, anything, just so we don't have to feel the emptiness. But I want you to sit in that silence for a moment. That empty space isn't loneliness, it's potential. It is the blank canvas before the first stroke of paint. It is the quiet in the theater before the music starts. If you don't shed the old, you will be too full to receive the new. You won't have the energy for the new career because you're too busy mourning the old one. You won't have the heart for a new love because you're too busy nursing the wounds of the last one. As we close out day 6, I want you to visualize yourself standing on a bridge. Behind you is the city of 2025. It's loud, it's crowded, and it's full of everything you've outgrown. In your hands, you're holding those heavy bags we talked about. The guilt, the shame, the should-haves. I want you to drop them. Watch them fall into the water below. Hear the splash. See how quickly they disappear into the current. See how much taller you stand when they are gone. Feel the wind on your face. You are lighter now. You are faster. You are free. Tomorrow, we move to day 5. Now that we've cleared the wreckage, we can finally ask the big question: why? We are going to find the fuel that will carry you through the next 365 days. But tonight, enjoy the lightness. You've done the hard work of letting go. The great shedding is over. The rise begins tomorrow.